Hello everyone, my name is Pepsilk and welcome to Thoughts On. This is a series where I analyze games and give my opinions on them. Today, we'll be looking at the long-awaited sequel and one of my most anticipated games of 2020, Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal is the sequel to Doom 2016 and launched a day early on March 19, 2020. The release window was a bit messy though, as the game released at different time periods instead of being released all at once. When I first launch new games, I always check the Steam community up to see how many people are playing the game, because I like looking at the numbers. The numbers were relatively low at 4,500 people, and despite looking at the release schedule, it seemed that certain countries would be getting access to the game first. Bit of a surprise to me, but the following day, the player numbers spiked to about 100,000, making Doom Eternal one of Steam's best-selling titles of 2020. Developed by id Software and published by Bethesda, Doom Eternal sets out to be similar to its predecessor, with improved combat, a focus on mobility, lots of level arenas, and an emphasis on story. They've also changed the multiplayer. Now called Battle Mode, it pits the Slayer against two heavy demons, all which are controlled by players. Just a quick disclaimer, I've been seeing a lot of videos having lots of spoilers, so I'm going to try and keep this as spoiler free as possible, showing mostly gameplay. If there is a big spoiler alert however, I'll be sure to put it in a black box and give you a timecode to go to, like this. Now, I get a feeling that there are going to be players out there that say, who even plays Doom for the story? Well, sorry mate, but there's actually a story in this game, and it's more interesting than you think. I won't go too deep into it, but essentially the game takes place 8 months after the events of Doom 2016, and sees the Slayer heading back to Earth to save mankind from the demons that are plaguing the world. As you progress through the game, you learn about the Slayer's past, as well as the history of the Sentinels, the race which the Doomslayer resembles from. More information can be learned from the Codex pages titled History of the Sentinels, and it's really nice to see the Slayer finally getting some backstory instead of just being known for killing demons. I don't want to go on too much from there, but the cutscenes are spot on, showing off crazy enemies and being recorded in real time, which is awesome to see. The main protagonist is the Doomslayer, a human with the intent of saving humanity. Vega is your friendly AI and guides you through the missions, as well as give you advice.
Priest has been terminated. The demonic consumption of Earth has been reduced by 36.8%. There are 2 Hell Priests remaining.
Dr. Samuel Hayden makes his return from Doom 2016, and the antagonists are the Hell Priest and the Khan Maker, leader of an ancient race of alien beings, who seeks to unleash the Icon of Sin, a massive beast with the power of destroying an entire planet. Now I know you're getting sleepy from listening to all that bogus, but now it's time for the section you probably came for, the gameplay. And man, is there so much to talk about. Eternal is definitely a step up from its predecessor as mentioned before, with gameplay feeling tighter and faster. Movement has always been important in Doom, as if you stay in one spot for even a moment, you could die in seconds. Aside from the usual moving, shooting and jumping like in every other FPS game, new mechanics have been added to the Doom formula to boost and improve mobility. These range from monkey bar jumping, wall climbing, double jumping, and dashing, which can be used twice to swerve to a direction based on which direction you're currently moving at. It's fluid, the animations are well done, and gives players a lot to play with for how they want to navigate the map. Speaking of movement, I should mention difficulty in the AI as well. The AI is very unforgiving, and based on what difficulty you choose, their intelligence and damage bumps up, and you'll be spending time studying and learning all of the demon's moves. It ramps up from 0 to 100 real quick, so be vigilant, keep track of the demons you fight, and always switch up weapons on the fly. Different weapons cater for different situations, and I'll get to the weapons later on. There are 4 difficulty options to choose from I'm Too Young to Die to Nightmare. There are 2 alternatives though, Ultra Nightmare and Extra Lives mode. Ultra Nightmare is a 1 life playthrough, meaning if you die, you'll have to start from the very beginning. Extra Lives is kind of the same thing, but you gotta find the lives around each level to keep yourself going. Glory kills are actions that can be pulled off by the Slayer when an enemy is staggered. You'll know that they're staggered by the flashing colors that appear on them. The variations on these kills are insane, as each glory kill is determined based on where you're facing the demon from and the type of demon you are finishing off. When glory killed, they drop health, which you'll need to keep yourself going through the encounters. Kratos suit upgrades provide enhancements and buffs to the Slayer. It could be with the environment, the fundamentals, exploration, or your 2 pieces of explosive equipment, the frag grenade and the ice bomb. The frag grenade takes a second to explode after hitting the ground, dealing massive damage to any demon who is near it. The grenade can be upgraded to have reduced cooldown, as well as 2 uses. The ice bomb freezes enemies, locking them in place. It can be upgraded to receive health from demons and keep demons frozen for longer. These upgrades can be obtained by either finding Spectre Sentinels across levels, which hold a coin, or completing level challenges, which award 1 coin per challenge completed. Runes are also upgrades that provide enhancements to the Slayer, such as faster glory kills, increased air control, and increasing how long enemies are staggered for. These are earned by finding hovering upgrade stations, and there are 9 in total. Only 3 can be equipped at once, and can be swapped out at any time, so choose the ones that suit your overall playstyle. For the Doom 2016 fans, you'll remember that you had to complete time trials in order to get these runes. That is not the case in Doom Eternal, and thank God id Software made this fantastic change. Lastly, there's the Sentinel Crystals, which can upgrade your health, armor, or ammo. It works a bit differently than you think though. When you acquire your first crystal, you have the option to pick between 6 different skills, and in order to unlock that skill, you have to invest into the upgrades within it. So for example, if I wanted to get the loot magnet, I have to get both the armor and ammo upgrade in order to unlock that skill. Players can decide on what skills they want to obtain. There's no way of fully unlocking a stat with just 1 upgrade per skill, so choose wisely. Now onto the weapons. Each weapon has 2 attachments, which can then be upgraded further into a mastery upgrade, which improves the attachment. These upgrades require weapon points, which are acquired through the new demonic corruption system. The way this works is that you fully clear out a level in 3 different ways: combat encounters, secret encounters, and slayer gates. Combat encounters are the main scenarios that you are guaranteed to fight through. Secret and slayer gates, on the other hand, are optional encounters that can be found by exploring. Slayer gates take it 1 step further. You have to find the gate key, which is usually near the gate and is well hidden. The Slayer gates can get pretty hectic, especially later on in the game, as you fight waves of heavy demons. The demonic corruption for each level is out of 10, with 1 weapon point being earned per 1 bar. For mastery upgrades, once you've bought the upgrades for a certain attachment, you'll have to complete a challenge. These range from killing certain demons to destroying demon weapons. Thankfully, these can be bypassed with mastery tokens if you wish, which are obtained throughout the game. The combat shotgun replaces the pistol from Doom 2016, except without the infinite ammo. Its primary fire is okay, and I only use it to weaken the fodder demons for the glory kills. The 2 attachments are full auto and sticky bombs. Full auto is pretty straightforward, whereas sticky bombs can be used to shoot off demon weapons. The heavy cannon is an all-around decent weapon, useful for dealing damage to any demon. The precision ball turns this thing into a sniper, which can be used to pop heads and shoot out demon weapons too. The micro missiles turn the cannon into a mini rocket launcher, and turns demons to a pulp too. The plasma rifle is an absolute machine, which peppers enemies at close to medium range. It comes with a heat blast that, when fully charged after shooting, creates an explosion. It also has a microwave beam that can bring a big demon down in seconds. This is easily my favorite weapon in the lineup. The chain gun is pretty much the heavy cannon, but does it 10,000 times better. It can transform to a mobile turret, increasing its rate of fire. It also comes with an energy shield, which absorbs all projectile damage for a short period of time. The rocket launcher is a beast of a weapon, taking down demons in a matter of rockets. It comes with remote detonation, allowing you to explode rockets in midair, and the lock-on burst, which shoots 3 rockets at a time. The super shotgun makes its return, now with a meat hook that serves as a grapple, allowing you to move from one destination to the other solely quickly. Also causes lots of gore. What would Doom be like without the BFG? The answer is, get fucked. The BFG serves the purpose that it's always served, and that's taking down all demons within its vicinity with a press of a button. Shoot it high to get the best results. The Flame Belch is a weapon that is used to gain armor from demons. You light the demons on fire, and as you deal damage, little bits of armor will drop from their bodies, if there even is a body afterwards. Useful for when you need a quick touch-up. The Ballista is a crossbow that serves as a sniper. It has Arbalest, which shoots a straight shot at enemies, blowing them up. It also has Destroyer Shot, a shot that fires in a horizontal line, wiping all demons in your path. The Blood Punch deals heavy damage to all demons within its range, and can be used to get out of a sticky situation. The Crucible Blade is a weapon that slices up demons and can take out big demons in one hit. It has 3 charges, and recharges for it can be found throughout the game. The Chainsaw is capable of one-hitting any demon, depending on how much fuel it has. Fodder demons require 1, while heavy demons require 2 or 3. When killed, they drop ammo and health. The heavier the demon, the more ammo and health you get. I almost forgot to mention the Fortress of Doom, the main hub for the Doomslayer. There's a lot to explore in this place, from your own personal office, to secrets and collectibles which can be found around the ship. You can also see all the stuff you have collected from missions. Sentinel batteries are collectibles which are obtained from missions and can be used to spend on opening up gates within your ship. These can award you runes, suit coins, weapon mods, and skins for the Slayer, like the original Doomslayer skin. Now you got your usual fodder demons, zombies, imps, soldiers, gargoyles, lost souls, and maker drones. But there's not much to explain here besides just having guns and hands to smack you with. I refer to these guys as the resource demons. These only require 1 chainsaw to kill. The heavy demons are what I'm going to cover in detail. There's plenty of enemies to cover here, so I'll summarize each of them in 1 sentence. Arachnotrons are spider demons that have a turret mounted on top, which can deal some serious damage if not dealt with. Cacodemons shoot electric balls at you. Carcasses drop energy shields to provide cover for demons, and come with a laser gun. Mancubuses are fatties that are tanky as fuck and are loaded with 2 heavy cannons. There's also a cyber version which has armor and weapons that can't be destroyed immediately with your weapons. Dread Knights have swords and rush the hell out of you. Hell Knights are fast demons that use hands for their melee attacks. Pain Elementals shoot lost souls out of its mouth. Pinkies are brute-like demons that run straight for you, like a ram. Revenants are loaded with shoulder launchers and fly up in the air to try and get a better angle. Spectres are invisible demons that are immune to lock-on weapons. Whiplashes are fast demons that slither and use their tail for both their melee and ranged attacks. Archviles are summoners that summon demons using Hellfire. Barons of Hell are similar to Dread Knights, but have an AoE attack that pours out fire. Their attacks are more deadly too. Doom Hunters have rockets, an energy shield, and a sled which keeps them moving around the arena. Marauders are knights that use a sword and shield at range, and a shotgun up close. Lastly, we got the Tyrants, massive demons loaded with lock-on rocket launchers. The level design in Doom Eternal is superb, with well thought out arenas, sequences, and secrets. The arenas are a lot bigger this time around to go with the new mobility changes, and there are a lot more drops and demons this time around too, embracing the carnage of the Doomslayer. Levels consist of combat and platforming sequences, with a pace that allows players to sit back and relax with some chill music before going back into full metal action. Secrets are definitely worth exploring and finding, as you can find cheat codes, toys, songs, and upgrades. The best part is that even when you use the cheat codes, it doesn't disable achievements, so you can go achievement hunting at your own will. After you finish the game, you can go back and collect the things you missed. Right before you exit the level, the game gives you an option to fast travel back to previous areas and collect the secrets. so you could grab all the secrets before finishing the level. A neat feature. The environments are beautiful and well detailed, with the game world changing from level to level. The atmospheric and lighting effects work really well on par with the levels, and the particles are nice and cool to see, especially on the BFG. Just be sure to turn your sharpening and your graphics settings under 60, or else it'll look way too artificial. The id Tech 7 engine is a major improvement from the id Tech 6 engine, and from a technical standpoint, it's simply amazing. The game is well optimized, and it's got your usual graphics settings which can all be tuned to your PC. You can check how your PC is handling Doom Eternal with the performance metrics. Set it to Ultra Nightmare and you will see how your CPU cores and GPU is handling Doom Eternal. I've seen complaints from players about their FPS being really low, and I was one of those people who encountered this issue. I quickly figured out the problem. The Steam overlay drops your frames immensely, and switching this off in game will increase your FPS. Simply right click on Doom Eternal, click on Properties, go to Updates and untick Enable the Steam overlay while in game. I went from 60 frames to 120 for the intensive areas of the game. Doom Eternal may be a perfect game, but not without some problems. The platforming sequences can really hurt the pacing, as you have to explore your surroundings just to find out where you have to go next. Some of the platforming areas are kind of annoying, and it switches up from easy to just hard. If you're gonna design platforming sequences with combat, at least make it a bit easier, not so hard that I have to look at another direction or just around me to get to the next platform. One last issue that I wanted to point out is the Marauder. According to the description, it says that the Marauder is supposed to use his shotgun up close, but I rarely see him use this at all. I would be at least 5 meters in front of him and he wouldn't even pull out his shotgun. The green light move feels inconsistent too, as there are times where he'll pull out the move twice in a row. I mean, it's a good thing, but I'm not sure if this is intentional or not. I hope they'll fix up his AI a bit. Doom Eternal is a contender for my game of the year until Cyberpunk comes out, but it still shines in its gameplay and fun factor. It's intense, it's satisfying, and it's a remake sequel done right. The enemy and weapon variety are awesome, and there's even the multiplayer and nightmare difficulties for replayability, which I'm probably going to start playing soon. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed, like the video. If I missed anything, comment down below, subscribe for more, and I'll have more coming to you soon. Peace.